Welcome. This video presentation is part of the Syndicate 7's Statistics assignment in the GIBS part-time PDBA program. To understand the perception of management levels on whether a company obtains feedback on repercussions with its stakeholders, data was collected from 59 organizations and measured at seniority levels and perception of repercussion measured at a 5-point Likert scale. To get an overall impression of the dataset, measures of central tendency were determined. Although the mean was calculated at 4, the median and mode are more appropriate measures and were equivalent at a measure of 4. What can be deduced from this is that feedback is received from stakeholders across all levels that were surveyed. Therefore, to determine if the group's medians are different and whether there is a significant difference between seniority levels and perception, the following hypotheses were formulated, primarily the null hypothesis being that the distribution of the groups is equal. In other words, that there is no difference in perception of shareholder feedback across managerial groups. The Kruskal-Wallis H test was selected as the appropriate test for the analysis. It is a non-parametric alternative which can be used when data fails the assumptions of the one-way ANOVA. The assumptions of the test include, amongst others, one independent variable that is measured at the continuous or ordinal level, and one independent variable consisting of two or more categorical independent groups. Furthermore, unlike its counterpart test, it is appropriate when data is not normally distributed, and it is not impacted by outliers, unlike the one-way ANOVA. However, a noteworthy limitation of this test is that the test is less powerful as numerical values are substituted for ranks. Introductory analysis of the dataset indicated that the data meets the requirements for the Kruskal-Wallis test, particularly as it consisted of ordinal data through the Likert scale. With an aim to determine if the differences in the variables exist, notable results were that the median was the same at 4 for all levels, and no statistically significant difference between groups was found, with the p-value equal to 0.335. The syndicate confirmed these findings through further manual application of the Kruskal-Wallis test by ranking the measures across the sample, accounting for any tied observations, and using the mean group rank in the formula. Also, further limitations were noted, which included, amongst others, a small data set of 59 cases. As no difference in perception of whether the company obtains feedback with its stakeholders was found, some of the interpretations that can be drawn are that the firms in the dataset are operating within the same industry, and that engaging in feedback may be an important part of profitability and sustainability. Thus, the syndicate recommends organizations to encourage communication with stakeholders and all management levels, to continue abiding by best practices and industry standards in light of feedback, and to prioritize feedback through performance management systems. Lastly, a reference list has been included to this video. Thank you for listening.